How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another 2 days in a row Tesla stream. I've gotten a little busy today. I promised I was going to stream on our private Discord Juju Gang community yesterday, so I felt a little bit bad when I got stuck literally Christmas shopping on the way here. And so it's going to be a shorter stream, about half an hour until close here. Tesla sitting at, let me pull it up, $1,002 on the day. So really, really strong day on Tesla. Let's talk about action. But first, let me know if my audio is coming clear in the chat. Let me know in the chat where you're tuning in from. If you're on the replay, let me know that you're tuning in on the replay. City, state, country, whatever you guys feel comfortable sharing. John, how's it going? Peter, Harry, how's it going? Awesome. So what matters here? Okay, perfect. Audio's working clear. Thank you. Oklahoma City, Netherlands, good audio. California, Chicago, sweet. And so, but before I start reading out all these cities, what's causing the upward momentum today? Predominantly when I woke up today, and I was quite surprised to see how far we were up. I thought it was a mix of macro at first, but really what I think was driving the story today, let me know in the comments what you guys think. But I think it's the fact that Tesla finally filed for final approval in Giga Berlin. I think that bodes well for investors to jump back in prior to approval. And then there was also rumors going around from Elon's Babylon interview yesterday, and it looks like Tesla's popping here, folks. $1,002 right now. High of day, by the way, at 1,015. It's got some work to do there. But in that interview, Elon said, "Hey, I'm pretty much done selling all of my shares." And thank you, Edward. And I think what people misconstrued a little bit was that whether disentangling the fact that he's done and that he's done filing. I think what's come out now, and Elon tweeted as much, is that he's done filing his 10b51 plan. That should complete his shares that he needs to be sold for his 10%. $1,004 sitting on Tesla here. And so a couple of more days maybe worth of selling left in the stock. But the fact that we're still above $1,000, and I think when the news came out, we were like 1,010 or something. So the fact that we're still over $1,000 is massive. Let me read out some cities here: Seattle, Gilbert, Arizona, nice Florida, Sanju, how's it going? Finland, Sweden, Texas, San Diego, Toronto. Alex, hey now, got a performance Model Y delivered just now in the stock moon. Hey, congrats, Alex. I know you got an X to join the family there with it. Marco, how's it going? Marcus says hi from Holland, our mod here. Good day from Seattle, Chicago, Viva Las Vegas, Germany, London, Boise, Idaho. Welcome. What about the Elon interviews mentioned that he's done selling? Yes. So just went over that. We all need White Claws. Yes. Dan, how's it going? Tampa, go Bolts. Steven. Good game from Stamkos last night. LA, Edmonton, Cancun. Sup, gang? How's it going? Synonymous, Salt Lake City. So today, I don't have Juju with me, and I have a legit reason as to why. This is my first coffee of the day. Okay, as someone who's addicted is talking about here. Hello, welcome to Patreon. Welcome to the Juju Gang. Thanks for your pledge. Should pop up here, hopefully. Um, but I've got my coffee here, black. By the way, it's the only real way to drink coffee. And I got a cinnamon bun. Okay, I was tired. I've been waiting in lines all day. Christmas shopping was just a mess. Thank you, Elo. Again. And so I know, disappointing. I know what's happening with the Juju. I trust me, I'm as disappointed as you are, but I just couldn't be eating a cinnamon bun while I had oranges. I don't know, it just didn't feel right. 1,003 bucks sitting on Tesla here. Let's go to our handy dandy algo flow chart to see what's going on there. Algo flows are back into bullish territory. They put up the 30-minute, which I think we're on the brink of turning positive yesterday when we were checking. So algo flows have undoubtedly, even on what this is the multi-day, maybe multi-week chart, have actually turned quite bullish. The divergence is huge. The divergence right now is pointing over $1,100 a share with the amount of call flow that is coming in comparatively to the put flow. So amount of call flow, again, volume today, pretty massive. $155 million showing here worth of calls and $56 million worth of puts. Open interest of calls has jumped up as well. Implied volatility rank, still very low. It's only like 43. So I'd like to see that go back up for all of the calls that I have. So, a little bit selfishly speaking there, but something to watch for. Our dark pools are telling us not much, to be quite honest. Let me just pull this up. We actually had a pretty big net outflow day yesterday, minus 370 million in the dark pools. And then today, minus 400 million. So maybe, one of the last days, hopefully, that Elon is selling here. Let's see here. Did I watch the interview? Vamsi, no, I haven't watched the interview yet. I've watched bits and pieces of it. I've seen obviously the trailer. I want to watch it in one go. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you guys are the same way. I like watching stuff like in one shot. I don't like piecemealing it. I like seeing it together. So I'm just waiting till I get some time so I can what is it, like an hour long, right? Jan says cinnamon buns, mulled wine, and oranges goes well together. Mulled wine. Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that, but maybe it is a holiday season. Tardy grade on Discord says cinnamon equals bearish. I hope you're wrong, but we'll test this theory. If Tesla doesn't break up or starts showing weakness, I'm gonna have to grab an orange from the living room. I will. Justin says hedge funds seeing no Juju on the live stream. Sell, sell, sell. Sunny D. Oh, what a throwback. Julio, how's it going? Dan says Christmas shopping. That's what real men do on the 24th. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's to be honest, I didn't even get what I went to when I went to go get. So um I don't think Elon. So a lot of questions about Elon selling. I don't think Elon. So I think Elon has already filed his 10b5-1, of course, for quarter four, and that will bring us to completion of his sales this year, this fiscal year 2021. But I think there's still probably a couple more days there worth of selling left. But obviously, the market doesn't care at this point. The market's thinking, okay, now we're pretty much wrapping this up. Uh, let's start front running this prior to Berlin and Austin and end of year and window dressing. We talked about window dressing yesterday. It's still a valid point today. It will be a valid point up until the end of the year. And here we go, 1004. So take that. It's not bearish. Cinnamon bun is not bearish. 1004. We're popping, folks. Let's do it. Thoughts on a 1050 lotto for Friday? Hmm. Let me check the pricing on those. 1050s are going for what, $2? I mean, you got one day where actually that's not bad, but again, I would probably only play that as a lotto. I'm tired of, like I said this last week, folks. We are jumping. I don't think we need the juju right now, but whoever's eating juju in the chat, let me know. 1,006.50. So a $2 for 1,050. Tesla can obviously jump up past that within one trading day. We've seen it today up $68 on the day. $2, multiply it by three. That gets us to like $6. Let's round up to 10. $10 added to the strike, 1050, 1060. If you think there's a decent chance Tesla hits 1060, then maybe your risk reward is worth it there. Oh, markets are closed. That's right. Sanji, that's great. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Jason as well. Yes. So, okay. So hold on. That tomorrow's the last trading day. So that's kind of expensive, right? You're pretty much betting on a gap up tomorrow morning. Thanks, folks. What would I do without you guys? Yeah, markets closed this Friday, Christmas Eve, and tomorrow is a regular trading day, I believe. So STC SDC says I'm eating juju. Thank you. There we go. Francis, smash like button. I appreciate it. How many likes are we at? 74 likes already. Thank you, folks. Got 400 people watching. If we can get to 400 likes, Tesla might break high of day. No promises. CSZ says I'm only here for the Canadian A, for the nonchalant. I guess it's not nonchalant when I have to say it, right? Hey, you thought Friday was an early close, Stefan? Um, I'm just gonna double check for everyone as we pop here. $1,006. Nasdaq market hours holidays. Let's see what we got going on here. 1,006 sitting on Tesla for all my audio friends. Let me just verify this. Okay, Christmas Eve we're closed. Okay, yeah, no, we should be good. Just pull this up into the browser here. Should be good. Christmas Eve, yes, we are indeed closed, but I don't see early trading day on Thursday, tomorrow. So should be good there. This is the NASDAQ site. So guess you could take that probably to the bank. I don't have anything expiring this week. I think. Hold on, let me check. It's good to log back in and see that Tesla four digits again. It's good. It's good. Hey, Apple's green, 1.2%. There we go. Um, but the amount of decay that we saw with the implied volatility, it's yeah, it's debatable. 1,650 still flirting in this range here. James, appreciate that. Thank you for the kind words. Freud Anderson says, took some vitamin C and the stock price jumped $3. I'm telling you, folks, it's better for your health and it's better for our portfolios. Vitamin C, tangerines. Okay, fine. I'm gonna test the theory. I'm gonna go grab an orange and we're gonna see what happens. I just grabbed one. I don't want to go overboard with it. All right, I'll grab the juju. Grab your citri, your favorite citri, grapefruit. Some people here like to torture themselves, so they eat grapefruit. I prefer pomelo. You guys know I'm team pomelo. In this case, I got I, I don't know. Is this a mandarin? I don't even know. Um, yeah, chances. Did you end up buying any February calls for Tesla? I may have, but I at the moment I don't have any for February. I had some for May and then June is kind of I'm looking further a little bit because with macro, with all these COVID cases, variants, not knowing what's happening with that, I think buying more time, especially as implied volatility came down, was more of my decision. It went to my decision because as we kind of kind of get dragged through the end of the year, first couple weeks of January, I think February is going to be awfully close. I think Tesla economist though Lee, great channel, he's really bullish on February. I think so. I just know that whenever I'm bullish on a certain month, like February makes more sense than I think buying January. Of course, you're buying more time, but just for the sheer fact that for February's option chain, you guarantee almost 99% chance that you're gonna have the earnings call baked into that options chain. So yeah, it's February 18th. So I know with January 28th, you probably get the same level of events baked in. Likely, I mean, there's an off chance that it's going to be after. Probably not. With 10Ks, it takes a little bit more time. But with February, I think you have that baked in, plus a little bit of padding, right? Wh- One thing with the options is that if you can buy yourself more time, almost always a better decision because you can be wrong in the next couple of weeks and then it still make up for it. Of course, risk reward, how much return on capital, those all go into your decision making metric. Let's get this. Hold on. Let's get the spam out of here. There's like these spammers. They just hold on. Let me just report this. Freaking spammers. Nice haircut. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see here. No, CNBC was talking about Elon, but now they're at this point they're not. Does a Citra hopped beer count? Yes, Jupe, it does absolutely. Um, you got the lemon out. There we go. You guys are hilarious. Alex, how's it going? Closing price guess. Let's do it. Question mark. Yes, let's do it in a couple minutes. So get your predictions ready in your head. Let's give a couple more minutes because I don't want the chat to disappear on me like it usually does. Yeah, actually, with the Elon haircut and Juju, then we bust up to 1,200. I don't know if I'd get the Elon haircut. It's a little bit too extreme, too eccentric maybe for me. I'm thinking more of the Allen Boys type of haircut. If you guys know the Allen Boys, I think I might look good in that type. It'll take me a couple years to grow out that hair, but I think it's an investment worth having. 1,005 sitting on Tesla here. Options order flow came in as a request. Let's check out what the options flow is telling us. Again, looking really bullish on the algo flow. Again, if you don't know, the green line up here is the algo flow score, and the stock price is obviously those candlesticks you'll see down there. Theory being over time, these will converge. So seeing the algo flow up and above what is 1100, at least with the options, is giving us some sort of confidence here. Orange rolls. Rock Shocks on Discord coming in with the orange roll Pillsbury Doughboy. I can dig it. I don't know. I mean, I'll definitely try it, but I don't know if oranges and cinnamon buns go together on at least in my palate. I guess well, I don't know. You guys can beg to differ a little bit. Let's see here. Okay, so let's guess. Closing price guesses. Please only guess once. Price is right rules, meaning if you are even a penny over what the stock closes, your answer does not qualify. Price is right rules. I'm gonna guess. I'm gonna guess. Hold on, let me just check what volume weighted average price is. In case you guys are wondering, oh, we're getting flushed out as guesses are coming in here. 1,001. So it looks like a big seller coming in. Volume weighted average price for that is 993. I'm gonna guess we close at 1010. That's my guess on the dot, just to keep it simple so I don't forget. Rick says, would you consider doing content with female YouTubers? A few good ones out there. Thank you for your hard work. Absolutely. I don't discriminate at all. It doesn't matter. Actually, that reminds me. Thank you for kind of tossing that my way, Rick. Not that this person is a female, but I remember to announced it on Discord this morning. Tom Nash is going to be coming on the channel on the week of January 3rd. We haven't formalized a date yet, but he'll be coming on. He said he's happy to come on that week. I'm thinking post delivery numbers coming out for Tesla, so we could talk a little bit about maybe the future of Tesla, how the delivery numbers were, that sort of thing. So come the new year, look out for that collab. I'm thinking we'll probably do a live stream instead of doing a pre-recorded type of thing. Oh, Elon just tweeted. Okay, thanks, folks. Leave your guesses in there. Let's see what Elon has said. Hey, look at this. Oh, whoops, I'm on the wrong. Hold on one sec. I love it. Look at this. Thank you, folks, for the photos. What am I doing with my? I guess I'm fixing my hair there. Okay, what's Elon tweeted now? Elon replied to a Tasmanian article saying he's hit his prior set target of selling 10 shares, and he says, when the 10B pre-program sales complete, what we've been saying, folks, there are still a few tranches left, but almost done. That's exactly what we've said earlier on this stream. Exactly what we said. So nothing's changed in terms of our thesis, at least. Almost there. Almost there is what's left. So good. I mean, he sells 934,000 shares each time almost that those pre-programmed shares go in. Presumably he sold that yesterday, but only one out of the two forms got filed. So, assuming that, I think he's only like 2 or 3 trading days away from finishing that up. What we don't want is earlier on when Elon had that poll, and during that week he was doing discretionary share selling, and it was 3 million or whatever it was. Those are the ones that really get hit hard. Yes, a million shares being put out, does bring weakness, but folks, we're up 7%. We're up 7% on the day, right? So $1,005 sitting on the stock. And again, I guess what this shows us really is that uh, Elon's almost done. Funds know that Elon is almost done. That's probably the biggest thing, is the signaling mechanism to Wall Street to be able to finally confirm to them, like, this bleeding will end really soon. So now it's a matter of, they have to do their own calculations to figure out the risk reward on whether or not it's worth waiting or just front running him finishing, right? So Sam says, will it finish by the end of this year? Almost certainly, I think, right? Because uh, otherwise he'd have to put in another 10B51 program for Q1, which means that he probably would have ended this program, and that would have ended prior to the blackout window. So yes, a few more tranches to me means a couple more days this fiscal year, and then we're on. Tom Nash needs to bring on his grandpa, his vodka loving grandpa. No, talking trash with Tom Nash. I like the sound of that. Let's see here. Leo says, "Can you explain what it means by discretionary shares?" Yeah, so 10b5-1 pre-programmed sales is a program done for insiders with accordance to the SEC, where they can program, I want to sell 10,000 shares 5 different times on 5 different dates between these different prices of a stock, and they can set that prior to stuff like a blackout window, which is when Tesla employees cannot sell just willy nilly, right? Because they have material, let's say, non public information, like how many deliveries are coming out, or let's say, how earnings call is going to shape up, right? So those are discretionary shares when you just wake up and you go, you know what, let me just dump some shares. Pre-programmed shares are very different, and to the market, they signal pre-programmed share selling not really a big problem because those are pre-programmed. They're pretty transparent. So 1,003 bucks sitting on Tesla. What's CNBC talking about? Let's pull this up.
Specific in the second half of this year than in the first half of this year. And that can continue, quite frankly, for a very long time to come, so straight into 2022.
Yeah, actually, Josh, it's interesting. I was going to try to frame what seems to be coalescing as a consensus around 2022. I mean, in general, we know what the index targets are. People do them reluctantly. They cluster around a kind of moderate upside for the S&P of 8 to 10%, even though almost no individual years get you that. But also, it seems like people are saying, hey, brace for more volatility. We have a transition to a Fed that's going to be in tightening mode, and therefore prefer quality and stability. Every bit of that is plausible. These things only become the consensus because they are plausible, and smart people try to figure out how to navigate this thing that's so tough. But what is that? How do you read that at the starting point of 2022?
I think that's right, and the consensus is not always wrong. It's always tempting to say, well, everyone believes this, therefore it'll be that. The stock market has gotten a lot right this year. The stock market started to really fall apart late November as these Omicron headlines were surfacing in South Africa. And then you really got a huge correction not in the average, but in the typical stock. You really got serious damage beneath the surface that wasn't really apparent in Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet. But the stock market picked up on that, digested it, cycled through those headlines, and now seems to want to say, okay, Q4 went out with a whimper. That'll show up in earnings reports. We'll look through it. So I think the consensus is right. As far as what does that mean for next year, I really like the setup here in a few different sectors. But the most obvious one to me is biotech. The sector is down 2% this year. If you look back in the history of double-digit gains for the S&P, it's very hard to find one of those years where biotech, forget about being negative, underperformed.
All right, I don't really want to hear about biotech. Okay, so and happy holidays to you too. I appreciate you coming in. Am I drinking an eggnog latte? No, this is a black coffee. I promise. No, I don't have to prove myself. You guys can trust me. It's a black coffee. 1,005. It's not secretly like a pumpkin spice cappuccino latte or something. Okay, so 1,005.60 sitting on Tesla. Looks like we're rallying up today. My guess was 1010. You guys had some wild guesses in here. I think we had someone under 900. Don't know if that was a typo or not. So we'll see. Yeah, someone LO guessed 106, but I think LO you meant to guess 1,006. So we'll take that with what it is. Let's see here. Somebody likes Christmas. Let's see. Do you think you sold a tranche today? If we pull up the graph for the day. Yesterday, okay, looking at yesterday's chart, I guess it's pretty obvious when he sold. First hour of trading day, look at the volume spikes. Almost probably all of it here, right? 721,000 shares in volume and another 700, almost 800,000 volume there. So probably sold in the first hour of trading there yesterday. Today, judging by the price action, I don't know. I know that a lot of people on Twitter are saying that they think Elon sold today. Judging by the price action, judging by the price action, I don't know when he could have sold. Maybe here, but even there, I think that's when he tweeted out saying that he has more to sell. I don't know. I have a hard time seeing where he could have sold. Maybe he did sell, and that just speaks to how strong price action is today. Is that we can't even distinguish that. But we have about 28.8 million shares traded on Tesla. Do I think Tesla split will come in Q1 2022? I don't. Yesterday I said let's talk about $1,000 plus again, and that was with Tesla sitting at like 940. Here we are, 1,000 plus again. Tesla's showing strength over 1,000, 1,007 as we talk. I think Q1 is probably hopeful. I think I'm going to stay with Q3. By Q3, Berlin and Austin are online. A lot of employees are onboarded, um, and I think there's just a lot more demand for shares in Q3. So I'm still gonna keep my guess as Q3 for now. um, he sells once a week based on Gary's table. Yeah, but also Gary says he sells only once a week, but what proofs in the pudding that he sold multiple times in the week, right? So this is the site that I quite like to use, SEC Form 4, and I just scroll down. It kind of conglomerates it for us. So he sold on the 17th and the 16th. So the last Thursday, Friday, he sold multiple times in the week. So take that with what it's worth. 1,008, folks. My guess of 1010 is looking good. I know a couple of you guys also guessed 1010, so we'll see. Mine's on the dot though. All right, 1009 sitting on Tesla here. Yeah, pretty decent volume. I agree, folks. Yeah, pretty decent volume. 30 million. Like, what was it yesterday? Oh, hold on. We're rallying. Let's go. 1010. Break 1010. Oh, are we gonna rally in the last 6 minutes hard here? Feels like one of those days. Let's go. 1010. Okay, for the sake of this game, we can stop at 1010, but for the sake of our portfolios, I'm happy to be wrong. Who had the highest guess? I wonder who had the highest guess here. I need a Christmas hat. I do. I do. I have a Santa hat somewhere. I wore my Christmas sweater last week. Was it good luck or not? I forget. Uh, I felt weird putting on my Christmas. I was like, should I put on a Christmas sweater? I probably should have, but I'm also sweating because I just got home running around shopping. Juju is working. Yes, folks. There we go. Can you get John says, can you give yourself a virtual Juju as the winner? Hey, let's see if I'm right though. We got another 5 minutes. I hope I'm wrong and we jump up to 1020 or something. Let's do it. Santa hat with the Juju poof ball. Cameron, that's it. That's the golden idea right there. Did you trademark that yet? I hope not. That's a great idea. For next year's merch, I should make a Santa hat with a Juju orange at the end of it. Ugh, beautiful idea. Beautiful idea. You guys are awesome. Crowdsourcing this stuff is fun. Um, Nasdaq looks good as well. Yep. Nasdaq is sitting at 309, or the Qs are sitting at $393.72, up 1.15% for the day. SP 500 up a full percent. Tesla skyrocketing here to close the day, up 7.6%. Um, I like these. I like the look of these candles. Let's keep it going. Someone says boring. um, let's see here. Hey, okay. Someone talked about the gap. Great point, right? We talked about the gap. This rally just feels a lot more healthy, knowing that we filled the gap on the downside and we've reloaded demand, right? If we hadn't have filled it, it's always looming in the back of our heads. Okay, are we going to refill the gap on the downside? We've refilled that plus some more. Suppose like this demand is obviously partly window dressing, partly macro, partly front running Berlin and Austin likely. So there's a lot going here. Jason says now we have a new formula: Juju plus cinnamon equals Tesla rocketing. I think you're right, but I don't know if I can. Every stream I do, I'm gonna have to go out and get a cinnamon bun. I guess I could freeze them, but that's a little bit excessive. Like with the orange, easy. Sometimes I like to stream like within a minute's notice. I'd have to go out and like buy a cinnamon bun, but you win some, you lose some. 1,008.80 sitting on Tesla. Bobby says, I've been watching you since Tesla broke 1 trillion and 1K on the same day. This feels like that day all over again. Well, thanks for joining us, Bobby, since that day. It's yeah, that stream was epic. I even had to go back and timestamp that stream. If you ever want to rewatch the excitement that we were having as collective stream on chat, it was great vibes back then. Um, Go check out that stream. It's yeah, it was hard to contain excitement there. Investing against the grain says my 1,008.89 is looking pretty good. Yeah, pretty solid. I mean, we'll see. We got how many more minutes? We got a minute 30 here left until close. Matt says, when do we start looking at how much taxes the other billionaires are paying? Yeah, it's just a losing game to look at that. Vast majority of them will not. Again, I think Elon, there's a degree of he wants to probably have the most tax paid this year and not bring it into next year as well, just for the sake of him being able to say in 2021 I paid this much tax, or media outlets saying in this year he paid this much tax, rather than spreading it over 2 years. Never mind the fact that next year marginal tax rates might be going up as well. So it's good as we move into 2022. I'm just happy. I said this yesterday on Good Soil with Matt Smith, and I said, this is a sideshow, right? It's Elon selling, what's happening, discretionary shares, like this kind of, yeah, this is good, I guess, decent for trading and for narrative and for media outlets. But at the end of the day, this is not fundamental to what we're talking about with Tesla. 1,009.34. It looks like we're sticking close. We're sticking close to my 10-10 prediction here. 7.5% up for the day. Pretty decent action today. Daryl says we're only down about 30% right now in the month. Is that trailing 30? Or is that just December? I'll check. There we go. All right, 10 seconds left, folks. 10 seconds left. 1,008.72 sitting on Tesla. Ryan says watching level 2 ask is very heavy. Fair enough. Thank you. There we go. Let's wait a second for Weeble to settle this. 1,008.87. Okay, let me just make sure that doesn't change. 1,008.87. Oh, investing against the grain. You came 2 cents over. Price is right rules. Price is right rules. That disqualifies you, though. Oh, man. Oh, man. Great guess, though. Honorable mention. Sven with the 1,008.11. So pretty close there. Scott St. Amant, 1,008.24. I think you might win this one. Hold on. Oh, folks, hey, great job today. Great job. Price is Right rules has disqualified investing against the grain. Honorable mention to you. Sven has come close, but our winner is Scott St. Amant, who guessed 1,008.24. Again, 1,000. I'm pretty happy with my guess. I mean, pretty decent. Someone throw some F's in the chat for someone that guessed $100. Not you, Elo. Elo guessed 1,006. I changed that mentally for you. So there's always a couple people in the chat that come by and they just guess like 69. All right, there we go. So pretty good ending of the day. So let's check our daily. Okay, this is what I was worried about a little bit. If I like to make comparisons a little bit, and so if we were going to compare our recent run up to 1,200, back up to or back down to 1,000, back up to 1,180, and then back down to the beginning of this year when we were doing the same thing, doing live streams, and Tesla was hitting 900, fell back down, came back to 800, and then fell back down for the remainder of the summer-ish. The problem I had before yesterday, was that Tesla hadn't broken through its 9 moving average, this orange line here, pretty much since we had first shown weakness past the 1180 level. So that orange level, you can see, was hit multiple times without it being broken through. The most recent one, other than today, being the 16th of December. And we've today successfully broken past our 9 EMA, so it's good to see that action come through. The next levels really we're looking at is probably 1,040, which pretty much are both our 21 and our 50 moving averages, sitting up to let's say 1,040 to round up a little bit. So, but being over that 9 moving average to me is huge. Momentum is back on our side. It was a level that I was scared we were going to get slapped off of again and just consolidate. But thank you, window dressing. Looks like window dressing has brought that action back for us. Let's see here. Rick says, enjoyed the Good Soil show yesterday. Like that format. I appreciate that, Rick. Thank you. Yeah, I was kind enough to be invited on by Matt for the second time on this show. I'll check my email. I haven't, to be honest, I've been so behind on emails and whatnot. I will check. I only use volume weighted average price, says Mark. Volume weighted average price for the day, what was it? It was well, pretty much shot up at the end, hey? But a second before close, it was 994. So a little bit off today. Let's see here. We all won today, says Josh. I hope so. I hope there weren't that many put buyers going on in Tesla. I'm glad I didn't have any insurance puts on. I haven't had them on for a while now, but uh, it's good. It's good. Sometimes you wish these spreads were naked, but I'm happy. I'm happy. After hours, we are climbing as well a little bit. I mean, take it for what it's worth. 1,010 being flirted on after hours. So thanks for joining. Again, recap 7.5% green day for Tesla. Let's see what tomorrow brings. Maybe it's a breather day. Remember, it is the last day of trading before Christmas. Don't know if I'll go live. We'll see. You got to hit subscribe to find out. Hit the notification bell. Again, I try to give notice for when I'm about to go live a lot sooner, but some days I'm all over the place, and by the time I decide to go live, it's already too late for me to give heads up. The first people that get heads up are always all of my Patreon members on Discord, and I guess channel members because they're on our Discord as well. If you want to join that, link is in the pinned comment. Feel free to any level over $5 per month gets you in. It helps support the channel, number one, but also keeps away spam. That's what I love about our Discord. Shout out to everyone. I'm looking at my Discord right now. Great community in there. Bring positive vibes if you plan on joining us in there. And tomorrow we'll find out what schedule looks like. I'll probably have a video out this evening talking about Tesla breaking past 1,000 again and the strength that we show. Just more of a regular episode. I'm still sitting on the reaction video that I have to publish out, so we'll see. And Friday is Christmas Eve, so nothing happening on that day. I'll probably put out another video, let's say, between the Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, pre-recorded. I'll schedule it out just for our viewing pleasure there. And then we'll be back on the Monday post Christmas. Expect quiet volume next week. That being said, perhaps we get some big movements with the amount of volume that we're sitting on. Kevin says, thanks for these live streams. What's the deciding factor into doing live streams? The stock price? I mean, sometimes I get a lot of messages, obviously, when Tesla is really green. Usually it has to do with whether or not pretty much have the time to sit down and invest an hour and a half to sit down when it's all said and done, publishing everything, making the thumbnail. So it also just depends on how much demand there is out there. So yeah, on days like today, obviously it's hard not to want to go live. So I had to make it happen, albeit only for half an hour. So thanks for joining, folks. Have had an amazing time, and catch you in the next one. Hit like and subscribe on your way out. Peace, guys. Take care.